I'm back.
Nice.
I'm back on bottom. That's where I belong.
Back on bottom. It is where you belong. I didn't have to say it. You just know where you belong.
Damn. I regret everything. Who's doing?
I think it's my turn. How do you do it? You're like, welcome to Telly Talk and
welcome to Telly Talk, where we talk about what's on the telly.
Welcome to Telly.
And by that,
I'm talk about the telly.
Welcome to Telly Talk, where we talk about what's on the telly.
Welcome. Can we do it together for this one?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Telly Talk, where we talk about what's on the telly.
You're echoing me, and I don't like it. I don't like it. You're not into me because of the delay.
Telly, and I'm so...
Dude,
Come on!
care.
Common sense here. Did you call me
Anyway.
a slur?
What? What slur would I call you?
I don't know. I thought you called me a carrot, but...
No. I mean, I can.
You like cut off, so I wasn't sure. Anyways.
Anyway, Karen,
What?
cuts to these little gremlin guys, like, say it, say it. It was so funny. I lost my shit.
Who is that? Jesus Christ, he looks like he's fucking falling apart. I totally forgot we were recording until I got out of class at like 4.
And then I'm
I was
texting
like,
you like,
shit.
hey man, 9.
I was like, shit, we have to watch an entire movie and write notes on it.
Are you sleep deprived because the time change?
Oh, okay, I have a story about the time change, actually.
Let's
totally
start our
forgot.
podcast with the story about the time change. This is very, like...
I think I
distracting, of
complained
course. Tell me your
about
life update.
the time change in the dream episode as well. But
Hit us
this
with
time
it.
change happened yesterday, and I didn't even know that it was happening. Like, I totally forgot that daylight savings existed. And
Me too.
I looked at my phone, and it was like 1 o'clock, and my computer said 1 o'clock, and I was like, oh my god, cool, it's 1 o'clock. And so I went out to my kitchen to make lunch, and I looked at my clock and my stove, and they both said 12, and I was like, huh? And then I went back to my computer and saw that it said 1 o'clock, and I was like, what? Did like the power... My first instinct was, oh, not daylight savings, but the power went out last night.
It's not like it's March or anything, just the power went out.
The power went out and reset my clocks, because they're all set to 12. I'm like, oh yeah, 12, because that's what they're
Power
reset to.
outage.
And then I was like, wait a minute. Did daylight savings happen? Was that today? Does that exist? That's still happening? And then I
didn't
literally...
update my stove until, like, today. Like, we went, like, a full day and a half without
My
our stove
stove's
being
not
updated,
updated.
and I just fixed it. Because it was driving me crazy.
My stove's
Because I
not
would believe
updated.
it. I would look at it. I would look at my phone and be like, yeah, it's 2. And then I'd look at my stove and be like, never mind, it's 1. And then I'd be, like, late to things today.
I'm pretty sure my microwave says it's like 2 in the morning right now, but my stove says
That sounds
it's
about
like
right.
6. But my clock under my TV, that's set to the right time. Because I just had to click one button for that.
Like, daylight savings happening at, like, 2 a.m., and that night, my freshman year roommate came to visit, and we were just, like, talking for, like, 5 hours, hanging out, like, into the night, and I swear, for some reason, my phone changed late. Like, I remember looking at my phone at, like, 2:20, and 2:20 should not have happened. It should have gone 1:59:03, and I looked at my phone, and I read the time 2:20, and everyone else is like, the time changed, and I look at the stove, which didn't change, and I look at my phone, which didn't change, and I'm like, you idiot, the time didn't change yet.
The
And then I'm, like,
stove
going to the
says
bathroom.
2. Duh.
Yeah, and I'm going to the bathroom, and then I just watched my phone go from, like, 2:29 to 3:30, and I was like, huh, that's wrong. I was like, what's happening here?
I think I also stayed up till like 2 in the morning that night as well, and just didn't even notice.
That sounds like you.
Yeah. Anyways, I figured out that I'm doing the intro.
I won't even yawn this time, so that dude can suck my dick. Oh, God.
My grandma's literally sleeping in the room over from me.
I feel like you shouldn't have a grandma.
What?
You feel like someone
Would you
whose
rather her be
grandmas-
dead?
No, that's exactly. I was gonna say you feel like someone whose grandmas are all dead. Dude, you'd be so proud of me right now. My big light is off. I have a candle and a lamp in my computer screen.
That's so nice. I actually have a lot
You're
of
growing
lights
on me.
I've been really into candles, like, the last month is the thing.
I
I
think
do
I have a
too,
southern
right?
accent right now. I don't know.
Oh, you do. You sure do.
Well, shit. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay, imagine, like, a political compass that's also, like, a four-sided Venn diagram. Yeah, square, and then you can kind of draw circles over the squares to make it Venn diagram-y. Like, it's a political compass and a four-sided Venn diagram. A quadriagram? A Venn quadriagram? A Venn quadragram? Let me draw. Wait, let me do the drawing feature. Yes, you've captured it perfectly. So, top right is conventionally attractive. Top left is conventionally unattractive. Bottom left is...
I couldn't say professor when I started college. I called everyone my teacher, and everyone else was like, it's a professor. And now I do the opposite, where I'm like, yeah, my high school professors.
I call everyone by their first name. They're like, don't even call me professor. Just call me Jake or Sarah.
That's so film student coded.
It is because they're legally not professors. None of them have teaching degrees. They're all just people who are good at their job and have come teach us at our school. I think like 2 people in the whole film department have teaching degrees.
Most professors, to be fair, don't have teaching degrees. Most professors have doctorates, and that's what qualifies them.
Yeah, none of them have. I think
subject.
one professor in the film department has a doctorate.
Yeah, like most college professors will have like a doctorate in their subject, and that allows them to teach it in college. But most of them don't have teaching degrees, which is unfortunate because that means they don't actually know how to teach. They just know their subject really well. And the result of that is they do strategies that are not very good teaching-wise, which is why education professors are really good teachers and every other professor's often not, because they don't understand pedagogy. Anyway. Anyway. Enough of that. I love Disney's Newsies. It's one of like the times where the movie version of a musical is actually really well done. Like usually the stage performances of a musical are always going to be better than the movie version of a musical. But in my opinion, Disney's Newsies, well, I mean, everyone agrees that the stage version of Newsies is like the best thing ever. But in my opinion, the Disney version of the Newsies is a very well made movie. But maybe it's just because I like Christian Bale. It could just be because I like Christian Bale.
I think if they do remake it, which they probably will, Timothy Chalamet's gonna play the lead.
I don't want that.
100%.
He's too twinky. Jack is like a guy.
Yeah, but like
I know
he's
it's
totally
theater,
gonna he looks
Jack's a dude.
like that.
Oh god, I don't want his Wonka ass to do that musical.
His Wonka ass.
I have the bug set. When I saw it at Target for the first time, I really bought it, no thought behind it. And I started this collection where I started doing Lego birds. I've been slowly collecting all the birds, and right now I have the blue parrot and then the cockatiel. Oh, it was a cockatoo. And I just found out that they released a parrot, and then I saw this like canary Lego that I want. I'm just trying to do all the birds, and then oh my god, I went to the Lego store, the mall, and they had like these dinosaur Lego sets, but they were like good dinosaur Lego sets. I want them.
Like, for my brain, Legos are a task that I have to complete with no payoff. So it's just like it's like daunting on me.
The satisfaction of finishing. And
like I think I just need to find a Lego set that I would really, really like having as a finished piece. I'm sure if I found a Lego set that I would just love having as a finished piece, then I would like doing it.
They have like an art collection, like more adults. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, but like whenever I've done Legos in the past, it just stressed me out, and then it was like I want to avoid it. Same with puzzles, with like normal adult puzzles. It's the same with normal adult puzzles. It's like it's just like a pending task that I know I have to complete. That isn't complete. That's why I don't do them. That's why I don't do them. But like it doesn't like relieve my stress like I know it does for most people, so I just avoid them.
What? That's insane.
Like remember when we did puzzles on like New Year's Eve because you wanted to do puzzle? That was so stressful.
What the fuck do you mean?
you
I
and me
just
just
wanted
sat there doing puzzles together, and I
Why were
was
you
like, oh my.
stressing out?
I was like, oh my god, it's a puzzle.
Why is it stressful? I don't understand. It's just putting a
You don't
picture
have to
together.
understand. You just need to know that, like, if I went to hell, it would be me doing adult puzzles all day.
Why does it stress you out though?
I just it's like the most understimulating task I can imagine, while at the same time having the feeling of an essay that I have to turn in by Friday that I haven't started.
There's no time limit to a puzzle.
But it just feels like there's a time limit, because if there isn't a time limit, I'll never do it.
Make a really long one.
Dude, it don't click in the Tyler brain.
That's crazy.
Oh, no one wants to hear a woman yawn.
What?
I had an affair with your mom.
I don't have a mom.
Oh, where did you come from?
It's a bird in the sky.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Everyone comes from.
Today
Where
we're
did you come from?
I used to think that people got pregnant if you prayed hard enough.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
When two people love each other very much, no. When God loves you very much, and you ask, he'll give you a baby.
I remember I had this like core memory of when I was sitting on the porch and I was talking to, I forget who, but it was one of my neighbors, and my front door was open, so like my mom could definitely hear us. And I was like, I never want to have a baby because then I'm gonna have a big belly and the baby's gonna be in the belly, and like I'm just gonna, cause like obviously God chooses whether you have a baby or not, cause you just one day you just grow a baby and it just appears and then you just have a baby.
That was logically the conclusion we came to.
That's what I literally thought. I
I'm
was like, yes.
so glad we came to the same conclusion, that one day God just decides to give you a baby.
Yeah, like one day you're just like, my belly's getting more rounder than it usually is, huh? And maybe I'm having a baby, and then you just have a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just
You
like,
get
oh,
it.
I didn't want a baby. Like I thought it just like came, and then once you had it, you couldn't get rid of it. And you just have a baby now.
Yeah, God just puts one in you.
I don't like that.
It's the way the world
God
works.
just puts one in you. It's
Because
the real
I
Jesus.
had some neighbors, this old couple, and they never had kids because they were like infertile, but
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
that. And my asshole kid thought was, man, why didn't they just pray harder? I said that to my mom, and she had to like kind of explain infertile people to me while still being religious, and it was great.
Everyone today is like, we need to bring back this accent. Like, why can't we have this accent again?
So that's not how accents work. You can't just be like, we should have this accent. That's just not how accents work.
I mean, you could. You could just start talking in it all
You
the
could,
time, every day.
But like
And
as
then
a
that's just how
society, like
No, I think a bunch of like Gen Zs could like build a community where they only speak in the transatlantic accent.
it would take
and then they
a
grow up and grow
lot of
families,
dedication,
and then
but it's
their
possible.
their kids would have a transatlantic accent. We just need a show that has a transatlantic accent. So like when babies watch it, they'll develop that accent because there's American babies with British accents from Peppa Pig or like Australian
Bluey.
accents from Bluey.
That's funny.
And so we just need a show with a transatlantic accent.
That's hilarious. How much are your kids watching TV instead of hanging out with you that they get an accent from Peppa Pig instead of you?
A lot.
Holy
A
cow.
lot.
And then even the music of Halloween, it's in like 5/4, but you expect it to be in 4/4, so it's really unsettling. You know the theme, right?
Yeah.
Like da 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 da, like that. You expect it to be in
Yeah,
4/4, and then it cuts, or like, and then it keeps going. So you're like, okay, maybe it's in like 6/8, and then it just stops after the 5th beat and restarts, and it's so unsettling because you don't expect music to be in 5/4 with those weird accents. But dude, I think you would be really into the filmmaking of the original Halloween movie and then the 2018 revamp trilogy. There's movies that came out in between then, like there's other Halloween movies, but I haven't seen them. I've only seen the original and then the 2018 trilogy. But
Yeah.
I think you would actually enjoy it with the the filmmaking and stuff and the music.
Well, put it on the calendar then.
But like they put details in like even like the opening credits, like the opening credit of the 2018 movie is like has a candle for every person he kills like in the previous movie or something. It's really cool.
Yay!
He's
Of
black!
course he is. It's a jazz movie.
This second episode, I had a dream about this episode, like, probably like last year somewhere, and I ended up writing a TV pilot based off of that dream, based off of this episode. And it was interesting. I think you actually read it. It was not good. But like it was about this girl who travels through doors and she goes to and there's kids trapped and the doors are like dimensional doors and in each world there's like a misplaced kid that needs to go back to their original dimension. And so she goes into this first world where there's a bunch of scarecrow people. I think they're scarecrows actually. And they like have this festival in this like area, but it's like outside and they have a big fire. You know those like burning festivals where they build like this giant wooden straw figure and then they burn it? It was like one of those. And then they had to like find the key to open the door in the dimensional door. There's like a dimensional door hidden in each world, and the dimensional door was this giant gate, and you had to search all the doors in that dimension. I don't know. It was boring. Anyways, I had a dream based off of this episode, and then I wrote a TV pilot on it. And
That's really cool, dude.
it's interesting.
I really like that. No, that's awesome. I like having dreams that I feel like could make, like, movies or shows. My tiger dream in my heart is a movie.
I get so mad when my dad turns on the lights in his house when there's windows on every single wall surrounding him. It's bright as fuck. And I'm like in the kitchen making something with all the lights off because it's still bright. I can see everything. And he comes in and turns on all of the lights. And I'm like, why did you do that? And he's like, well, I can't see. And I'm like, dude, you have to be literally blind. Like fully blackout blind to not see what's going on right now. Like I'm honestly blinded. I should be wearing sunglasses right now. And you're turning on all of the lights in the house? It's here.
Alright, you ready?
I've been ready for 30 seconds. Oh, I didn't.
Why are you normal again? Oh, are you not tired because you're not doing your film shit?
Yeah, this is the first time I felt normal in probably 3 months. Which was the last time I was high. That's crazy.
That explains
What
a
a
lot.
coincidence.
You sound more like yourself. Like you sound happy instead of depressed.
I think I've just achieved my normal level of sleeping again. And
Yeah, you sound awake and
I
not
have my
dying.
energy again. Am I high right now?
Clap. I think you are. I don't know what you took.
I can't
I
be.
think you're
I
high.
haven't taken anything today. Not even my meds.
Oh, but I think you're high. Not even what?
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 Wanna hear this crunch?
Yeah.
That was a wonderful crunch. Did I take anything?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't take
I
anything
think you
today.
did. Is this just you on sleep?
What?
This is just you on sleep. Sleep gets you
hours.
high.
That was a great thought. What a good.
Thank you. We can move on. I've been trying to tell you something for like 5 minutes, and we're just gonna move on. It's not going.
I can't hear you. No, he's gone again.
Hello?
Right when they passed.
Hello?
You know. Right when
Hello?
what's her face? Right when
Hi.
Sydney
It's you
pulls up
boy.
to
It's the Thai dog.
and they're standing in front of that
It's
bookstore.
the
and they, like,
Tyler.
pass. Hello? Nah, it's a him issue.
James
Dude,
Bond,
when
he's
do you
having
wanna
a
get my
strong.
phone?
Hello.
Oh my god! I just left you a little
What?
message.
Is it a good or a bad message?
It's a neutral message.
About the movie?
No.
About what?
You'll see.
Should we talk about the movie?
Yeah. Wow, I love
So
what you're saying. It's so. What
no,
a
I'm
good
not
thought.
talking yet.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry, I thought you were.
I was
just off.
just thinking.
Where did my pen go? I found it.
Where did your pen go? I'm reading a book right now called Social Studies for a Better World, where you teach kids non-dominant narratives using primary and secondary sources in order to not idealize history. So I just
What is a secondary source?
it's like a source that isn't primary, basically. So like if a textbook is a secondary source or a website, just anything that's not like a first-hand account, but like is like trustworthy. Like I'm gonna trust like a book, like a social studies textbook, but the writer wasn't actually there.
So it's a piece of it's a piece of information that was taken from a primary source.
Effectively, yes.
So if I were to like read a book and it starts talking about an event and it's not a primary source, but it happened.
Yep.
It's a second.
That.
Okay,
Yes, if it's like. Yep.
What if I'm reading a book and it's like what if it's a translation of a primary
I thought you were
source?
gonna ask what if another book cited that book, then would it be like a primary source?
Primary? But never mind. Answer my question.
If it's translated? Ooh, like if a primary source is translated?
Yeah, and then they add like a foreword.
My guess is you could still call that the primary source because you're like still reading just in your own language what the original source is.
But sometimes there's mistranslation.
That's true, but it's like I guess it's like the closest you can get. So the foreword's obviously not part of it, but the like actual translation I think would still be a primary source.
What if it's a biography?
A biography is a primary source.
But it's not written by the person.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said autobiography. A biography is a secondary source.
I have this book, and then it tells the story of this like ancient samurai guy, but like it's his story.
You built this up all the way just to ask about your book.
My book? What book? What are we talking about?
Are you talking about a book you have?
Yeah, but I already read it.
I know, I was just being funny. I have no idea. He wrote it himself?
Yeah, but then these guys rewrote it. But like it's still his. Like he wrote these like essentially like a big diary. These guys took it, published it.
With
the translation.
I think it's a primary source. Still.
What if it's fiction?
Fiction?
Yeah.
There's no sources in fiction. It's all fake, man. You
Actually,
led
you
me
can have
astray.
sources. You can have sources in fiction.
You know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because it's fake.
Well, wouldn't the primary source be the author?
Yes. I'm confused now.
Because they're making it up, which means it's that real to them and that's in their mind. So everything that happens is technically canon, is it not? So that means that it's real, it's happening. That means they're the primary source. Even though they're not the main character, not even mentioned in the book at all, other than the title. Oh, did I tell you that I went to lunch with a famous screenwriter?
No.
Let me tell you this story. So, last Saturday that was last weekend, I had this like lunch with this other guy. It was me, my professor, and then like 5 of my classmates. Because our class is only 6 people. And our professor took us out to lunch and invited this screenwriter to just talk with us. And he wrote the Reagan movie that just came out. That movie was supposed to come out 10 years ago. Can you believe that? They had been working on it since like 2010. That's insane. And he wrote no, he was like one of the last like fixer upper writers on Soul Surfer.
Dude.
And he did Space Cowboys. He wrote Space Cowboys, the Clint Eastwood movie. Like he wrote it with him and his friend.
Dude.
It was insane. And he was a very extroverted, loud guy, and I was sitting right next to him, and we were sitting at one of those like half table, half booth things where it's like shoved against like the wall. And I was in like the booth side, and he was like stuck in between me and my classmate. And when he would turn and talk to you, he would get like, not kidding, 2 inches from your fucking face. And because I was sitting right next to him, I could like, it was like all I could see was his face, and he was just staring me dead in the fucking eyes. And I wanted to kill myself.
Did you learn something?
I learned a lot.
Were you happy you went?
Absolutely. I got free lunch.
What'd you learn from him?
I learned that a lot of good writers come in partnerships, and usually one person is like the structure plot builder, and then the other one's the dialogue character person. And I feel like that's you and me. You're the character dialogue person, and I'm the plot person.
That's so us.
Yeah. And I was
Dude,
like,
I'm gonna
oh my
go
God,
get a
that's so
degree in
cool.
film just to help you out.
And then
I just watched Spaceballs for like the first time a week ago, and it was so funny.
What?
I just watched Spaceballs for the first time.
What?
Spaceballs?
What are you talking about?
The movie Spaceballs.
What?
What are you confused about?
The movie.
There's a movie called Spaceballs.
What?
It's like a Star Wars parody.
No.
What do you mean no?
Is this an SNL sketch?
Why would it be an SNL sketch?
Because those movies that were made from SNL sketches?
Oh, no, this is just a movie. Like, you know how Scary Movie is a parody of Scream?
Do you know that... Do you want to know 2 characters that I think we really resonate with?
Yes.
The cowboy and the Roman...
Oh my god. We're so
gladiator
them.
from Night in the Museum.
Dude, they're us for real.
Yeah. They're so gay.
Oh, did you like what I mailed you? You never really, like, got to look at it,
Oh,
and now
yeah,
you're
yeah,
back. Did
yeah.
you like it?
Yeah, what did you give me? The book? The book was cool. The little...
What
the
book did I give you? Oh, the Wales book! Yeah, I bought that for you in Wales, man.
Yeah. I like the little guy.
And a postcard.
The little guy.
Oh, I got that little medieval guy from, like, a weird, like, rummage store.
Yeah, I like the little guy.
I thought of you.
The sign was
I got you that
cool.
dinosaur cup.
Yeah. That's sitting on my table. I don't know what to do
Did I
with
get
it.
you anything else?
I don't remember.
I don't either. But yeah, basically I've just been collecting things all year long. And then I'm like, here you go.
The I voted sticker! Oh my god.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm buying a little frame for that, and I'm putting it on my wall.
Perfect. It's on my bulletin board in front of me right now.
Yeah.
I think we're really good at giving each other gifts. Like, we do good shit.
Yeah. I like that we just, like, collect things over the year, and then just mail it at a random point. When we just, like, have enough stuff.
Wait, when we have a box full of stuff for the other person around Christmas time, it gets
Yeah.
mailed off.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's a good system.
Funny.
Sometimes we bring it to each other when we see each other once a year.
Yeah.
I had a thought.
What's your thought?
I had it.
Where'd it go? Find it.
I don't know. My short-term memory, it sucks.
It does. It really does.
I need to fix it. Is there a way to fix it?
What was your thought?
I
you have
don't
it?
know.
Should I
It's
just keep
gone.
talking?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know which ones to, like, send it to?
They say, yeah, we're gonna players. Then we have to, pick some to go to.
Oh, shit. That's
We
kind of
got-
cool,
we
man.
gotta- we gotta go there and mingle.
We gotta
And
mingle.
what's it called? What's it called when you go to like a function, a business function?
Oh, yeah. You're, like, making connections.
Yeah, making connections. We gotta do that.
and be like, "Hey, we made this. Like, do you
I
wanna
know
work
the
with
word and I
us?"
can't think of it right now, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Cellulate? No. Communicate? No. What is it?
I'm gonna Google. What's the word for mingling
Prosecate?
at a
It's definitely a Kate.
to make
Mingling.
business connections? Networking.
Networking was not a Kate.
I said, what's the word for when you mingle to make business connections?
Networking. We gotta network. I hate networking.
We're mingling to make business connections.
Yeah. And a spork is a cousin of agriculture.
Right. Make a t-shirt that says that.
I saw a
Dude,
spork
that was
today and I thought of it.
like... what would you rate? No.
Nobody ever gets this far, so I could just say whatever I want. Fuck you! I don't care about you. I don't like you. Just kidding. I love you.
Outro time, bitch.
That's for me.
Oh, we lost a sub. We're back down to 220.
Get back in here and get us up to 500 subscribers before the end of the year.
That's
I'll
our
give you
goal.
a big fat smooch on the forehead. I can't say lips anymore because I know most of you are minors.